What's up, family? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Transcending The Culture. I am one half of the dynamic duo. I am James, and I got my girl, Cat Queen, here. What's up, Cat?
What's up? I'm over here jamming to the music. I'm about to start. Right.
Listen.
I can still hear it a little bit, so can you turn down a little bit, James? Because I'm still.
Uh-oh. Where we go? Okay, there we go.
There we go.
There we go. Well, listen.
You see, I was still.
Right.
What's up with our transcender, the transcender land? I'm turned up. Y'all see?
Man, listen. I am so happy to be back. I know we were just talking with our guests just about how life has been lifing for like the last 2.5 months, and a whole lot of stuff has been going on. So we've been a little sporadic on the shows, which usually at the end of the year we kind of taper off a little bit anyway.
Yeah, that's normal.
A show there. So we are coming back full-fledged, full force. It's a new year coming. 2026 is just about here. Man, listen, when I tell you, Kat, I got so much stuff planned for the new year, just for the company as a whole, for Transcending the Culture, for UGD Podcast and Radio, for the magazine. Obviously, we got Culture Crave coming, so I got some ideas and some things jumping off with that. I reached out to a special big somebody today who I told you I was reaching out to this morning, so I did that. My game, making lists every morning as far as, okay, this is what I'm going to do today.
He's making lists and he's checking them twice, y'all.
And, this new year, I usually pick a theme for the year, just in terms of the company and, the things that we want to do. So I've been looking at assurance. We have some serious, like we have strong value out here in this media world, and you and I both have been doing this for a long time. I've been doing it 25 years independently, and by choice, because listen, you and I both went to school, we both got our degrees. Like, I've done stuff with BET, for BET. I've worked with Radio One. I've done a lot of other stuff, but independent is my thing. Like, entrepreneur is my thing. And,
we love it.
As anybody who is like really, really knee deep in this podcasting world knows, like, this shit, is for as easy as it can be and as fun as it is, it's still a lot of work, and it's still a lot that goes into it. And you and I have been like feet to the ground, like we've been pounding and we've been doing a lot of stuff. And I'm gonna keep it all the way funky with you. And I know I told you probably a few weeks ago I had put a post up, and I was going to take it down. And then I'm like, nah, I ain't taking this shit down, because I'm just like, I was feeling the kind of way. And I feel like people been playing in our faces. They've been playing in our faces, and like, we've been kicking ass out here.
I'm telling you.
It's a lot more that I could say that I'm going to save for another time, because obviously we got a show, we got a special guest.
And he said what he said. His cousin got his back. He said what he said. Okay, for the ones that need to hear it. Okay, y'all playing both sides. Next year, y'all ain't gonna have the choice. Okay.
That's why I got you here. So listen, we got an amazing guest with us tonight. UGD family already, but obviously I felt before we got started, I thought I had to remind him. He probably remembered, but the weird thing is, like, sometimes you talk to people and then like years pass, and for our guest today, it's been almost 10 years since last time we talked and the last time we spoke, just in terms of his work, but the work that he has done in that time, and like the magic that he's created, and the many people who he's had the blessing of working with, who have helped him with his career, and realistically who he has helped with their careers, because like everybody's helping each other. I'm I'm really excited for our guest tonight. I'm excited to have him here. It's a lot going on. He's got some amazing music out there. I ain't gonna let the cat out the bag, but I ain't gonna let the cat out
not
the
yet,
bag.
Not yet.
What,
Yeah,
make them wait for it. Bring the guest in tonight.
I just wanted to reiterate, your sentiments. We're very happy for this next guest, and anyone that is on the show, you're forever family. Anybody we interview, anybody we support, we go, we go to your shows. Period. Anything, you're forever family. You're always forever.
Like Eric Roberson, Eric Roberson has been like one of our
that's my dog right there.
Right.
And one of the most dynamic performers. And I just want to thank you, James, for opening up my world to so many great artists, especially our guest tonight. So
but that goes back to what I was just saying a few seconds ago about everybody helping each other. Like the reality is you're opening my world to a lot of stuff too, because listen, I've been an old soul probably since I was 5. So, like you know growing up.
Yes.
Like I ain't really like growing up, I didn't really listen to a whole lot of like hip hop and rap. Like, I mean, I listened to the Salt and Peppers and, certain people, the Salt and Peppers and the Kid and Plays and, certain I was more on, like I was running to the record store at 10 to get Bobby Brown tape, or like I was buying, like Sybil and like all the R&B of the R&B cats that was out like around that time. Like, I wasn't really into, I guess, the younger scene. So I've been an old spirit really my whole life. And, at the age now, and I'm going to stop throwing that number out there. So I ain't telling nobody how old I am tonight. But I'm just saying that.
Did we lose him or am I lost? I'm trying to figure out.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I thought I was out in space. Okay.
I just, you've opened my door and you've opened my world up to a whole lot too. Like, nobody would think or realize that I have a 19-year-old kid. And he teaches me some stuff, but I think I've been reluctant to take some stuff in because I'm just like, nah, they play too much. Like I can't get with this stuff. So you'd have caught me up on a whole lot of stuff.
You would have never knew who Krishan Rock and Sexy Red was, okay?
Listen, you got me on the Cardi B.
I remember I said, "Oh yeah, here, let me play this record for you, cuz real quick."
Right, and you got me on Cardi B and Sexy Red and like all this other stuff. Whereas before, I'm like, nah, I ain't got time for that. I can't do it.
But it's like I told people, you got the remix to the remix to the remix of every song. I'm like, where did you find this? Cuz
that's true. That's true.
I'd be like, dang, where'd you find this? Like, it always be something crazy. It'd be like, I didn't know Bone Thugs and Dr. Dre and these people didn't work together. I'd be like, oh shoot, where was I at?
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but I say all of that to say that, you've helped me tremendously too. I'm getting so much from being able to work with you. And I think that, we've been able to put to rest a lot of the myth that family cannot work together. Like we have done a whole lot, and we've made a lot of strides and broke a lot of ground. And I know that this year, we're gonna take it up some notches and we're gonna do so much more stuff. But let's see, okay, did it let you add your Facebook yet?
Yes, so it just now added it, so it should be up. I'm about to send it out and share. And as you guys know, we're always working behind the scenes. So if you ever see me looking and doing stuff, I'm reading comments, I'm sharing, I'm interacting with people. So don't ever think my eyes ain't on the prize. Okay, right. I'm still here. So let's get into this interview. I'm so excited.
Yeah, and I see a few people in the comments already. So thank you to you guys.
They're coming in.
Thank you to you guys who are here. Thank y'all for keeping up with us because I know we have not necessarily been consistent over the last several weeks, but we are back. We got a whole lot going on tonight. We actually have our guest for next week already. So that's pretty dope. I'm doing another show tonight on UGD Live. So you guys with that.
Make sure you're there.
30. But we're gonna go ahead and get started with our guest for tonight. Because our guest is a powerhouse vocalist with real soul, the kind that you put on your chest. You know him for his incredible work that's been out there. I know obviously his solo work. That he's out here and he's known seriously in this industry for his honesty, for his passion, and his grown man energy. But beyond the credits, he is an artist who represents resilience, craftsmanship, and the kind of dedication that it takes to last in this industry. I remind you guys that I talked to him it's probably been 7, 8 years, maybe 9 years ago. So that's proof to you right there that he is somebody who is lasting in this industry, and he's doing it because he's being himself, he's being authentic, he's being genuine. And the reality is you don't get a lot of that in the industry. Tonight, we are talking music, we're talking purpose, we're talking legacy, and we're going to talk about the moments that shaped him, from sharing stages and creative spaces with icons like the late, great Angie Stone and Shaka Khan, to building his own lane with a sound that honors the past while still feeling fresh and, fresh for right now. So family, do me a favor wherever you are watching from. Listen, I'm like a doctor cat. I can't read my own writing.
Me too. We got that chicken scratch. It's
so
cool,
listen, wherever you guys are watching from, drop your city in the comments, because we do want to know where you are. Make sure that you get them questions in there. Make sure you get them comments in there. Just say something. Let us know that you are out there. And again, I see some of you guys. I see the numbers going up, in and out. So make sure that you drop some words, drop some comments, drop some questions while you are in there. Make some noise, because we are honored to welcome to Transcending the Culture and back to the UG Digital Podcasting and Radio Network, Omar Wilson.
Man.
I swear, man, I'm like a doctor. It's like I write all this.
Man,
I write all this down.
You might as well put DR period in front of you, and stuff.
Yeah.
Yo, thank you for that illustrious introduction, my brother.
I really want to extend, thank you and just, immense gratitude to you once again. And I know we talked obviously before we got on. Hey, Kathy, in the comments. I appreciate you, man. Like, this is passion. And like, when I say it's been a dream, to be able to talk to the likes of you and just to talk to many people out here, obviously a lot of my favorites, and be able to actually build those relationships and cut the red tape and actually have a good time. Not just talking about craziness and all that stuff out there. Like, we try to do stuff that is gonna push the culture and, really build it and create something out there that we want to see for us as a people, in this industry. And we're not getting a lot of it out there. So to be able to have you on and to be able to do this, and now this being the second time, like, I'm in heaven, man. I feel really, really good, and I appreciate you.
Oh man, well, I mean, the appreciation is reciprocated, man. When you even said 2017 to now, like, it's like a blink of an eye, but also a journey. You know what I mean? So
yeah. And it's weird because I know that I was saying that we corrected through Raphael, and a lot of people who I have worked with in this industry, because of the fact that I'm in Cleveland, Ohio.
Shout out to Raph, by the way, too. Tell him what's happening. You know what I
mean?
Okay.
It's like a lot of people who I have, had the pleasure of working with and conversing with, through all of this stuff. I've met them online, or I haven't met them face to face. So I had gone out and done Essence Fest, and just going and covering and doing the interviews and whatnot, and talking to somebody. Raphael was in the room, and I guess from my voice or whatever, he turned around and was like, "James, is that you?" And it just was cool from there. But we had been working together prior to that. But then, you came along, like, interview wise, you came along after that moment. But it's just cool how I've been able to build a lot of these relationships and keep them and maintain them and, all that jazz. But again, I appreciate you for being here, man. Like, it's a huge thing. Number one, just to be able to get people on your platforms. Obviously it's evening, 7:30, 7:25, and you could be doing a whole lot more after probably having a long day of media and press and all kinds of other stuff going on. So I do appreciate you.
Hey man, well, like I said, this is not only a part of the job, if you want to call it that, but for me, this is one of the best parts, because it's where I can reconnect with individuals like yourself that have seen my journey, I've seen yours, and also connect with the new fans and people across this world, that's going to appreciate me, my story, and my music.
Absolutely. Ron Lefford, what's up? I see Ron is in the comments.
Oh, Ron, peace. Ron Lefford, man. Oh, in my corner. Like you said, one of those brothers, man, that just believes 10 billion%, man. It's my job to make him proud. So.
Oh
So
yeah, absolutely.
We love Ron.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you to Lou, obviously for setting all of this up and making this
uh,
happen.
that's my big homie, Lou Humphreys, man. Like when you talk
Absolutely,
about
absolutely.
independent and having someone believe in you, like the
Yeah,
brother put everything on the line, continues to. And it's been a journey, man. Just having people understand the gift God gave me, but he knew from the
absolutely.
first second he heard it and was willing to put up not only the money but the time and the energy to make sure that we're doing what we're doing right now. So my wins are his wins, BSC and every other team that makes sure
Absolutely.
that I'm able to do things on the highest level.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna go ahead and kick things off. I'm starting in the area of artistry and musical identity. So
Okay.
my first question, your voice carries a raw honesty, that feels lived in. When did you realize that singing wasn't just a talent, but it was like literally your calling?
Like seven. I
Okay.
think I like 6 years old, my mom put me in the choir. 7 years old, I sung my first solo. And from that first moment, just seeing the reaction on people's faces, seeing the emotion, seeing seeing people crying, and me thinking at that time as a kid, like I thought I was doing something wrong. And
Yeah.
then I just had to understand, the emotion when you're given everything that you have and God is in control of it. Some people, they can't control their emotion
Yeah.
watching it happen. So 6, 7 years old, man, was the time I knew that this was my path.
That's like it's super early. And obviously you hear of people who say that they were singing, much before that, or much further before that. But
Mm.
when I was 7, and I used to sing like in the church choir and stuff like that, and I was always like nervous and kind of hiding from, like, I could see the people looking at me and that sort of thing. Like, what do you think it was about that type of energy and that type of reaction from the people that made you run to it, as opposed to kind of shying away from it?
Well, I think in the beginning, to keep it 100, when I was 5, they wanted to give me Ritalin. Like the doctors wanted it because I still have ADHD. I'm still,
Yeah.
high energy. So my mom took me to a gambit of doctors, and the last one that she took me to was like, he just needs to focus.
Yeah.
So she put me in the choir because I was rambunctious. I was always loud.
Yeah.
And she wanted to put me somewhere where I could be loud and it
Yeah.
made sense. So
Yeah.
for me, it was the opposite. It was the comfortability of being able to feel the way I wanted to feel without people looking at me like, why is he always loud?
Yeah.
and,
It's interesting that
has
you
all
say,
this energy, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. It's interesting that you say she put you in choir because of the fact that you were high energy. And I was just gonna say, like, it's crazy, but it makes sense. Like, you just in terms of activities in general and how they can kind of curb like a lot of that excitement or overexcitement. Because I think back to my son when he was like 3 and 4 and he was all over the place. Like, terrible tools, we didn't even have it. But once he was like 3 and a half, 4, it was like, okay, dude, like, you got to sit down. And
Yeah,
we put him in karate, and the karate
okay.
was the thing that it tapered all of that off, and
Centered it.
kind of gave him like that even keel. And so it's interesting just how activities can do that.
Correct, man. Because it at the end of the day, like you said, man, with being a little shy about wanting to do it, it's really about building your self esteem and your self love. You know what I mean? So I think initially that's why my mom put me in the choir. Of course,
Yeah.
and no matter whether you can sing or not, they gonna clap for you and make you
You're
feel
right.
good.
Right. That
So
is true.
yeah.
That is absolutely true.
So that was the initial, I don't even think she knew until she was like, I was like, Mom, I want to do it. And I sung the solo and it was like, wait a minute, he actually has something.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it just, I just kept doing it, man, kept singing. I went from 6 to 14, singing all the way through that time span. And then at that time, I started growing up a little bit. I became kind of a knucklehead, started running the streets a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe a lot of bit. And
Yeah.
uh, and then my cousins had a rap group, and I actually joined the rap group as a rapper, and
Okay.
that's
And
how
that
I
was gonna be
started learning how to write songs.
I was gonna ask you, like,
Wow.
were you always like R&B or soul music, or were you rapping like in the beginning, or so? Yeah, that answers that.
Yep, yep. So then I joined the rap group. You know, I was fully into that. I really wasn't thinking about other than church. I'm like, I'm not
Yeah.
singing. And this is what I do. And then I started writing R&B songs over rap beats.
Okay.
So that's how it initially shifted back because I started writing the hooks for the rap song.
Yeah.
And when we would perform, people would say, you know, you got a great voice. Are you a singer? And I'm like, nah, I'm not no singer. I'm a rapper. This is what, you know what I mean? This is what I do. I just sing the hooks. And they're like, no, you need to sing. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not what I'm focused on, which I
Yeah.
wasn't. I was inspired by being a part of the rap group that consisted of three of my cousins. So
Yeah.
just like you guys, we were family as well. So it was a collective dream, you know what I mean, of all of us. And all of my aunts and uncles were, you know, their mothers and fathers.
That's dope though, to kind of see the full circle and to see, where you started, kind of where you ended up at, and then how that, cycled back around and really put you where you should have been all along.
Appreciate that. I appreciate that. It's definitely been a journey, man. And it's crazy because even when I started singing full R&B, I was so into the subject matter of like what Tupac and DMX wrote about. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Whether
Yeah.
it was good, bad, ugly, first person, third person, life. So I was like, I'm gonna sing about life. And then a couple of my OGs was like, no, you gotta sing them love songs. Like, man,
Yeah.
I don't need to sing love songs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I started performing in New York City as a singer. I ended up being blessed to be a part of the Apollo experience. And I think that's when it really started dawning on me. One, how important my voice is and singing love songs is, because
Absolutely.
there wasn't a voice like mine doing it at that time.
Absolutely. And the reality, I think that is what puts you in a class of your own, even right now, is that there is no other voice like yours. There's no other voice like yours. Like, we hear you and we know you. So,
Wow,
and
thank you.
that's like that's a strong attribute, in this industry right now, when it's so many people trying to be like the next person because they feel like that's the formula that works.
Well, it's crazy because it was the total opposite for me. I had been in every major label on the planet,
Yeah.
and I'd won the accolades. I'd won all of the independent awards. I did every showcase you could think of, but they didn't know how. They didn't know where to place
Yeah.
me. They didn't
Yeah.
know how to
It's so many.
A&R me. It was like, you know what? We don't. They
It's
didn't.
so
I guess
many
they didn't know what
artists
to
out
do.
there. It's so many artists out there like that right now, man. Like, what's her name? Leela James is here in Cleveland next
Yo,
week, or
she
maybe
dope.
the week after next.
What am I
And
doing the
she's
record with her?
somebody who, like,
Right.
she is fucking amazing, man. But
Right.
like, I just think people don't know what to do with her.
Well,
There's
then
so many.
maybe Omar Wilson and Lena James need to do a record together. Maybe it'll, it'd be an epiphany for both of us. You know what I'm
I
saying?
need
I
I
think she
need
dope
y'all
as
to,
well.
man. And you've been able to equally bless like so many other artists. So we definitely going to talk about that a little bit later too, because it like you've worked with some amazing people in this industry, and like for where you are in your career, like, that's mad dope, man. Like, the,
Thank
the
you,
people,
man.
the caliber of people that you've worked with at this
Thank
stage of the game, and like, you still building and you still got so far to go.
Yes,
But
sir.
like, all the the track that you've made already, like you are doing absolutely amazing, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. And I will once again shout out to my big homie Lou Humphreys, because he was the cat that was like, I know what to do with you. When
Yeah, yeah,
everybody else was like, I don't. You definitely have it. We could feel the gift, but they didn't want to take the time to do
absolutely,
what Lou did, which is fine
absolutely,
tune it to make sure that it touches the whole universe. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely,
So
absolutely.
definitely thankful for that brother and BSC for
I'm a
being a part of the world now, understanding who I am, and now it's not me or Lou saying it; it's individuals like yourself that have the experience and the knowledge saying it. So thank you for the
I'm gonna squeeze
confirmation.
one more in there before I let Kat go ahead and get some questions in. I can see it on her face already. Like, if this dude don't shut up. Like,
You say that every time, and I literally have the same face. I'm sorry, cuz
I know, I know.
that's just my
Cassie
face, okay?
multitasking. She multitasking. You know
I'm
what
sitting
I
here
mean?
doing the comments. I'm making sure everything, I'm making sure everything good. I'm over here got my bases covered.
Right.
I'm mentally taking in everything y'all saying because I'm like, dang, do I want to ask this or do? Oh, he just said something. Let me
Yeah.
figure that out. So I'm ready. I'm ready to pick your brain.
All right. So I got
Hey,
I got one
I'm
more
open
with you
book.
in
I'm
there.
open book.
I think that, when you think of not just love songs, but I think soul music in general, like it's always been rooted in telling the truth and,
Tell
that and being genuine and being authentic.
him.
How do you decide what parts of your life, that you're ready to translate into music and then what you just keep to yourself or keep sacred?
Man, see, I think because, like I just said, I'm such an open book, and who I am in the dark is who I am in the light.
Yeah.
It does not really matter. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It just
Yeah.
depends on the feeling and the vibe. Like,
Yeah.
most of the songs that I've been blessed to be a part of their legacy, they kind of chose me. And as I sung the song, I understood the inspiration behind it, the story, and the journey. It's crazy. It's like a clairvoyance almost,
Yeah.
because they know that I'm giving everything that I can to make them proud, make their
Yeah.
legacy proud.
Absolutely.
So, and I think, and there was a saying, when you honor the greats, they allow you their power.
I agree
So,
with that.
so I think that's part of it, man. It's I chose them, but they chose me at the same time, because people need to hear David Ruffin and Teddy Pendergrass and Otis Redding and Sam Cooke and Donny Hathaway and all of these individuals that are the fabric of what all music is today. You know what I mean? It always will be. So, but it
Like
takes
when
a
you think
special person to do that.
like when you think of those artists, the ones you named, and then maybe even some of the ones that you haven't named, like who do you feel artistically you were spiritually connected to?
I think all of the ones that I mentioned. Uh,
Okay.
uh, I mean, even recently being able to chop it up, with the Grandmaster, the big homie, Eddie Levert. I mean,
Man.
see,
He
see how when you say it's like saying, yo, I just play hoop with Michael Jordan.
but you know why though?
Of course
I
he's
mean number
me,
I mean
but
number
at least I
number
learned.
one number one he's Ohio. So I mean that's number
Okay,
one
okay,
already.
okay. So you
I
okay? So
mean,
you
but
know.
the other piece of it, like that entire family, man, like
Come
I
on, man,
talked
stop
to,
playing.
like, first and foremost, I talked to Gerald Levert before he passed. He was
Wow,
with Atlantic. And
wow, God
like
bless.
when I talk like, I've been talking to you just about authenticity and about building relationships and like just talking to real people. Like
Wow,
he's one of the realest people that I have ever spoken to. Like
man.
I felt like the label was, I don't know if they was trying to set me up or see if I was really ready to do it or whatever, but when we were trying to set it up, we couldn't iron out a time. So they were like, well, we could get them on the phone at 6 a.m. And I'm like, cool,
Let's
I'll do it.
go. Word
I
up.
set I set
Say
my
no
clock,
more.
get up, I'll be ready. So mind you, I'm doing this over the phone because I really had just started interviewing and whatnot. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna set my clock, get up, do this interview, and it'll be 10, 15 minutes, and then I can go back to sleep. Man, we was on the phone for 2 hours talking about all kind of shit that ain't had nothing to do with his album. Nothing to do. Like he was
You know what I
mad
mean?
cool. And
Just
then
popping it.
I spent a couple years working for Radio One. So then I had like I had the blessing of being able to set up some stuff like at the Rock Hall for the OJs and
Wow.
even with Gerald Levert being there at the time. But then like I've been able to connect with Eddie Levert a couple times too. And again, like that realness, that genuineness, that authenticity, like it's there.
It's
And you
there,
could tell
man.
that like they were doing this because it was about passion. It wasn't about, I mean, obviously everybody wants the money, everybody needs some,
Nah,
everybody
nah,
trying to make
yeah, nah.
what?
Like I said, I want to be able to buy a whole state if I want to. But at the
Right.
end of the day,
But you
man,
knew that
it's
like they were passionate about what they were doing and they wasn't feeding you no bullshit. Like it just,
when you just like when I said his name, you had to sit back. When
yeah,
someone sings and it drops you, it's like, oh,
yeah,
that's when you know, and that's what I study. I'm like, why are these individuals, why are these brothers the music will transcend space and time
Yeah,
forever. There will
yeah,
never be a time where you won't get goosebumps from that. And
absolutely, absolutely.
I'm not, no disrespect to any of the artists now, but do they give you that like that feeling where you like, oh my God, what am
Yeah,
I even watching, listening to right now?
absolutely,
So
absolutely.
that's what's always been when I've been a pupil of that, just studying as much as I can to harness like that chi energy, like a
Yeah,
martial artist, so I could
yeah,
do what I can to be a glimpse of the greatness that they are, man. And
absolutely.
to be able to now get confirmation from one of those brothers,
Yeah.
and like you said, to be a part of that, the lineage of that family with Gerald and with Eddie. Like on my classics
And,
album, I
and
sung.
Sean too, like keeping it all the way funky. Like Sean with like the entire family. And then I went to a I went to a concert where it was supposed to be it actually was the OJ's performing, and Eddie Levert had broken his leg. Um and Gerald Levert showed up at the theater. This was at the State Theater in Cleveland. So Gerald Levert shows up at the theater, and they like, well, Eddie, Eddie broke his leg, he can't perform. Man, when I say Gerald Levert got out there and did all the damn songs with the OJ's, and then you could do vice versa, and Eddie Levert could go back and do all. They're like one of the dopest families that I've been able to see in this industry.
Man, so once again, like you
Yeah,
said, man. So just to be a part of carrying on that energy has been
absolutely,
phenomenal. You know what I mean? And to get confirmation from them, just it's like having the dean of schools tell you did a great job. So yeah,
absolutely,
man.
yes, absolutely. All right, I'm gonna shut up. It's Cat's turn. I'm gonna shut up now because I actually threw another question in there too when I said I had one more. I threw another one there too. So I'm like, I said maybe
We
she ain't
got
gonna know.
time. We got time. We got
I
time.
said maybe she won't notice because she multitasking.
Oh man, you know we're true journalists. You can't help it. It's a conversation. So,
Yeah,
I appreciate it. And I'm sitting here like, oh, the Laverts, hold on. That's that. Listen, on in Ohio, that's like Mufasa. Like,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you talk about the
yeah,
Laverts,
yeah,
like we even got the comments down there. Ohio loves the Laverts. Listen, they are legends for sure. And you've worked with so many legends, but you've been able to hold your own and make your own name for yourself. Um, I just wanted to talk about one of my favorite songs, which is Secret Garden. Now listen.
Look at her.
When
She's
I
stealing the questions already, man. She's stealing my questions.
I'm sorry, cuz oh well,
She
you
coming in
asked them.
strong. She coming in
Right,
strong,
right.
I'm coming in. Hey, come on. You know how we do. Um, Listen, Cisco is one of my favorite singers. When people say top five male singers,
Mm,
he in there, he ain't number five, I'm telling you.
word.
So to have someone like that, to work with them and just like when you look at you guys' interviews about the songs and hear the songs and just see you guys working together, there was a magic created there. Like there was
Man.
really, there was some really magic there. And even when you go into like the lyrics and stuff, I'm such a person, I'm a 90s baby. So I come from the people that had the pens. They write a song and they pen and page flame it.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's different. Um, just the words you were using and just I am still, little young millennial. I like a little sexy red and stuff, but I really like the I miss the innuendos. I miss the vocabulary, and you were talking about our bodies are going to harmonize, and I'm a like, I miss the, you the lock on the key. Like I miss that type of music.
Mm.
So can you just explain to me how this song came about and how you feel about those lyrics and how it felt singing those songs?
Once again, it's like you're. It felt when people know, people say, "Yo, you did a cover." No, this wasn't a cover. This was channeling the legends. This was paying
Hmm.
homage to a
Hmm.
song that is generational. This song created families. This song
Hmm.
created relationships. This song, was a part of breakups. It has and has so much power attached to it that I knew that it would have to be done correctly, or it could have been the demise of my career. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Alexander
yeah.
O'Neal, those individuals, like once again, these are the people I grew up listening to as well. So when I first had the idea for the record, I knew which verse I wanted to do. I had met Raheem Devon in
Mm-hmm.
2019. I was nominated for an NAACP Image Award. Um,
Ooh.
met the brother out there in LA, and of course, I was a fan of his music. So, and this is prior to the record. I just was like, exchange numbers, maybe we could do some records one day. So he was the first brother I reached out to when we were once the track was done, it was sent out to him. He sent back what he did with it, and I was like, all right, it's gonna be magic, you know what I mean? From there. So I laid my verse, and then Raphael was Sean Stockman's publicist. And he's the one who linked that up. And then Lou knew Cisco's manager, and of course, once Sean was in, it was like, come on, man, you got Sean Stockman on the record. You know what I mean?
Right, right, right.
I'm in. So it was the perfect storm, actually in the middle of a storm, because it was done in at the height of the pandemic, and we really got to shoot the video right before the world got fully shut down. Like it was shot in L.A. in Bel Air, and I remember when we got to the mansion, we also had to get swabbed before we even entered in. And if anybody was sick or even
Mm.
remotely, it would have been, what I mean, a wrap. So
Cut.
even the nervousness of that, like just to make sure
Yeah.
the crew and everybody was good, but and then to know that that record was not constructed in one studio. It was everybody did their vocals where they were because we were quarantined out, and it was really pieced together like a masterpiece by Lou Humphreys and BSC to make it seamless and to give it the same power and feeling that the original did. So I knew at that time I had been having so much problem with getting recognized. It was hard to get on stages. Everywhere I went, it was, we don't know who
Hmm.
you are. So I said, I have to do something that's so impactful. It's either going to take me off of the circuit forever or finally give me the recognition I deserve. And as they say, no, great power, great responsibility, no risk, no reward. So I'm blessed that the reward is continuing to be big. I think we're at like 20 million unique, unpaid
Hmm.
for, no bot views. I mean, the comments are still coming through every day. That record was done in 2020, and it's just an honor to be a part of that legacy as well.
That's a
So,
Shout out to
classic.
Quincy Jones. Shout out to Quincy Jones.
amazing. So how does it feel to finally get those flowers, to be, getting the recognition, not only on the stage, but the charts? The charts don't lie. The numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't
How does
lie.
that feel when there are artists that are, the new age popular artists that are not able to, first of all, even cultivate these type of shows and these type of collaborations, but also have them be successful to where they're really climbing the charts? How does that feel?
Man, I mean, this is decades, like two
Mhm.
and a half decades of hard work. I mean, this brother just said 2017. I'm like, but that was last month, you know.
Yeah.
That's how I feel,
I'm
huh?
like, wait a minute, it's about to,
Hmm.
2017 is about to be 2027. You know what I mean? So to finally start getting the recognition that I've been working hard for my whole life, man. To finally be with a team of individuals that want to see me reach the highest heights, want to put me in position to execute that. You know what I mean? Because the one thing that when I first got with the label, I'm like, put me in the pole position, and I will show you
Hmm.
why I deserve to be there.
Hmm.
Put me in the paint, and I will score. You know what I mean?
Right.
So to finally now get the opportunity and to exceed expectation, it's amazing, man. And to know that this is just the beginning of the journey. This we just warming up. But it took this like volcanic understanding of what the music is to finally get people to understand that I'm here to represent R&B and soul music at the highest heights. I will always pay homage to the greats, and whether it is an original record or a record that I'm doing a rendition of, it is going to be
Mhm.
amazing. It's going to live forever. It will stand the test of time.
Man, I got comments and questions brewing over here. It's like everything you say, and I'm like, okay, I got something for that. I got something
Okay,
for
this is my last question. I'm act like James.
We
This
doing
my
okay, we
last.
doing that. Oh,
This
we
my.
gonna throw it like that? All right.
Uh, listen, me and my cousins, we
Yeah.
have motor mouth. We be. You should hear our conversation. We be a mile a minute. Like we the
Oh,
yappers in
please
our
do.
family.
Man, I have been
We.
waiting my whole life to have these conversations. And usually, see, for so long, it was me talking about me. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like, man, he arrogant. He always talking about us. No, because if you don't believe you great, who else gonna believe you great?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And it wasn't
Exactly.
arrogance, it was self-confidence and self-love, man.
Period.
Some
Period.
call it arrogance. I call it confidence. I believe Beyonce said that, so we
You
gonna go
know,
with that.
so thank you.
Um,
Thank you for wanting to research who I am and delve into what makes me who I have become and where I'm going. You know what I mean? Thank you guys.
well, I think your success speaks for itself. So it's like, as long as you could back it up, you could pop your ish anytime with me. Okay. Um,
Well, I back it up every
uh,
day. You know what I mean?
I'm a
Promoters all
back. I'm a
across
back.
this planet. All they gotta do is put
Hey.
me on the mic and have beautiful ladies like yourself in the
Mhm.
crowd. Everything else will work itself out.
Listen, ask James how I act in the crowd. You don't want me in the front row. Let me tell
Oh no,
you.
I did. No, I do. I do.
I,
I've already made that
ooh,
decision. Yeah.
Man, when
listen.
I would
Almost.
just to what she said, I would just say I ain't gonna say she acted the fool, but she showed up and she showed out for
That's what I want to
112.
hear.
Was
Listen,
it
I be
was it 112 and
112, Bell Bib DeVoe, Silk, who else? Like it was everybody, and so we had second row seats, but the second row turned to first row real quick with me. So
Right. That's right. That's right.
they was throwing
they were
roses.
throwing roses at her.
Listen, I was about to catch you with my teeth. I was on one. I was ready. Because I love good music, and it's hard for me at my age because the songs are, I call it popcorn music. You could put it in, it's fast, it might be good, but you don't feel full. You don't feel, it doesn't satiate you. It doesn't fill your soul.
Great
It does.
analogy. Great
I don't
analogy.
get them goosebumps. I don't feel that feeling. That's why a lot of people my age, we literally, like, I don't even know what's new sometimes because I'm just listening to my playlist. I'm listening to real music. I don't really, I'm finding it hard to find real artists. And my cousin over here, this is the music connoisseur, so he be like, oh, cuz here, I got you real quick. James' playlist don't even end. That's how much music he got. It don't
That's what's
end.
fun.
I've been riding in the car with this man for 2 years straight. I ain't from the beginning or end. It be new. It be something new every time. I be
That's
like,
what's up.
dang,
Historian.
when they,
Historian,
I'm
Look,
like,
man.
dang. I be like, they
something new
dropped
that
this
came out in the 90s because
in the 90s, but
I'm stuck in the 90s and the early 2000s. So
listen, it's new to
That's
me.
where it's at. That's where
It's
it's
new to
at.
my ears. So I'm excited. So we talked about where you are now. I do want to take it back to the beginning, humble beginnings.
Let's go.
I do want to thank you for being the type of artist that blended hip hop and R&B and rap and singing.
yes.
That is something that at first people always wanted to put people in a box and things like that. And people
Yep.
are so multi-talented that now you see almost every rapper is gonna be singing, or they gonna be, even them, they gonna be like, put that auto tune on. I'm a
Yep.
they gonna
Yeah.
do that. So you were definitely ahead of your time.
Thank you.
So
Thank you. I mean,
kudos
it's crazy.
to you
Thank
because
you.
I mean, there are so many people that we got the Chris Browns that be dropping, and we got the Doja Cats, and we got all
Yep.
different people. So it's nice to see that you guys' hard work pays off for the people. Y'all open the doors for the people now.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to
Oh,
give you your flowers on that, because that's something that I really love, people that can blend and do both, because I think it just makes you a better artist. And you spoke about how that helped you as a writer,
yes.
rapping and R&B. So that's just
At
amazing. I
that time,
did
I
want to
called it.
talk.
At that time, I called it B&R. I was like blues and rap. Right? It was like because and then I'm talking about and this the late, this is like the late '90s. Because I would sing the song and rap the 8-bar verse. And they'd be like, damn,
Yeah.
same dude. Yeah, same individual. So
I'll be like,
you
hey,
know,
cancel the singer. Don't even cancel the
yeah.
other
Now I
guy.
got
He
that.
got it.
And then what happened is when I first started singing, I only knew the rap venues that we rapped at. So I would get up there and I'm doing a full song over a Nas beat, and it would be the grimiest dude that would come to me like, yo, son, yo, man, I wish I could see you. And that's what I'm like, all right, most dudes that, you know, is on they bully, they want to sing. They just, you know, I don't know much, you know what I mean? But the way you bring it across, I can still feel like me. And that's when I was like, all right, wait a minute, how can I blend this? And I just kept on homing the craft. It's just that I was only writing R&B songs that were like my rap songs. It was never it wasn't love songs until the Apollo, and I did the Donny Hathaway record, and I was like, all right, you know what I mean? Some of the toughest brothers on the planet.
And see, now you talking about people now, the Donny Hathaways.
That don't mean you soft because you can't, you know what I mean? So, and that was the transition of understanding. Stop playing. You kidding me? You better say sensitive women.
Listen, the thugs be sensitive on the low, so you know they be really wanting to hear something smooth. I'm telling you, they be really listening.
Hey,
I get in the car with
we got feelings too. You know what I'm saying?
Got feelings. I'm telling you, I get in the car with a thug and be like, baby, we ain't listening to that. Hold on, put on that Drew Hill. I'm not trying to hear that yelling and stuff. And they, you know, they soften up real quick. Like butter, baby. But I did want to ask you about the Apollo. Listen, I miss the Apollo so much. I be feeling like we're losing recipes. Like y'all gotta like the kids today, y'all need to like the Apollo need to be streaming somewhere. Them episodes need to be streaming. Because like so my mom just got her a hip surgery and she got her cane. So I'm walking around tap dancing and grabbing people and stuff out of the kitchen over Thanksgiving. I'm grabbing my dad. Hey, it's the Sandman, you know, being silly. And my nieces and nephews, they laughing, but they like, what's the Sandman? I'm like, oh God, sit down, kids. Auntie got a story to tell. But we had so many greats that graced the Apollo stage, and it's so funny because a lot of them got booed off. A lot of our greats, you know, and so you know,
the Lauryn Hills and
they wasn't feeling the queen. So first, how was that experience, and how did it help your career?
Oh man, to this day, that's like my crowning achievement, I believe. You know what I mean? Like to be in the Apollo period, when you're in there and it's quiet, it's loud with spiritual energy. When you just sit in the chair and you look up at the stage, when you sit on the stage and look at the chairs, like during rehearsal and all that, when you're in the bowels of the Apollo, in the basement, and you're hearing the rumble upstairs, you're waiting to go upstairs. When you're standing at the edge of the stage, and at that time they take like two or three at a time, and you looking around the red velvet curtain. And at that time, my first time, now that we talk about getting booed, it was like a 13-year-old girl that went up before me. And she started singing. She got halfway through, and they tore it down. So she come running by me crying.
I'd be like, ooh, cancel that. I ain't going on.
I'm like, yo. So they just booed the little girl up.
Yeah.
And I think it was Talent. I think Talent was there my first time. He looked at me like, you know what I mean? So that experience, like, you know how we have The Voice and all the other
American
competitions
Idol
now,
and all those,
you know, and those are big. Those are all the Apollo's kids. You know what I'm saying? All those shows came from the Apollo. The Apollo's legitimate kids. But to be in an environment where you know they're not booing because they hate you or because they want to see you sad. They're booing because it's like, yo, man, if you really believe, you got to come with something greater.
You got to come with something. Out of your mind. Yeah.
We're not, don't get mad at us because we don't like it.
Right.
Just, you came up, so it was, and to this day, man, I think it will always be the armor that I wear wherever I go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That I was able just to be a part of the experience. And don't get me wrong, Lauryn Hill got booed off. She still became Lauryn Hill. So it's just to be a part of that energy, that legacy, that lineage, that it's a badge of honor forever. It's like, you know, why do people go to college to get degrees and say, I went to this school, I went to that school? I went to the school of the Apollo and graduated with honors.
Ooh, you over here giving me goosebumps. I'm telling you.
It's my job. It's just my job.
Let's see who we got in here. BSE Recordings family, thank you for having Omar on the show. Respect.
Man, that's fam. That's fam. Word. Where
Thank
would
you
I
so
be
much
without
for
BSC?
Thank you so much for watching the show. That was amazing. That gives me goosebumps. It's certain places that you go, and it's just like, especially when it revolves around the Black community. It's something about being
Oh,
somewhere
baby.
grounded where your ancestors then been, where they didn't been through it. And the thing about the Black community can be tough, but it comes from a place of love. If you
That
ain't bringing
exactly.
your all, if you ain't bringing your all, it's like the local talent show. It's like the cheer competitions.
That's right.
Anything that is Black people do, they're gonna make sure you do it to the pinnacle, because I feel like that is where we have to be in life anyway. We have to be the best. We have to go harder. We have to. There's no slack in the real world.
Unfortunately.
So this is us showing you love. This is us telling you, hey, tighten up, get it together, whatever. And if you strong, you will be Lauryn Hill. You will, it hopefully be Omar Wilson. You have to really know where you're from and respect it and
Right.
feel it, take it in and harness that,
That's
harness
right.
that energy, feel them feelings. There's certain places that I've been and it you that feeling and it be like, this is exactly where I need to be.
That's
This is
right.
exactly what I should be doing. And those are the confirmations that you need to lean into that. And I'm learning that as well. So
Absolutely.
thank you for sharing that story with me. And I'm gonna pass it over to James.
Yeah.
Okay. Just in terms of we were talking about, well, first and foremost, I'll say that I appreciate you as an artist. Somebody who has been out here and who has built their legacy, and we're able to listen to you now and listen to you like from earlier years and
Mm.
really see the growth. Like, how important was that for when you're putting your music together, for people to really be able to see the growth through the years and see where you are now and compare that to when you first came out and how you've
Man.
grown.
Well, it's crazy because it's from being an amateur to a professional.
Yeah.
Now I'm a pro now. You know what I mean? This
Oh,
is my
period.
job.
Period.
My job
And
is to
all the
score
different versions
at the
of growth.
highest level. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like that's what I come to do. It's not and I know when I first did Secret Garden, then I did James Brown's Man's World, then I did the Classics album, then I did Bobby
And that's
Womack.
what I talked
Then,
to you for with the Classics album.
so I think in the beginning it's like, okay, he did that. He just got a lucky shot. Like, okay, he caught it done. No. Starting five, baby. This my job. You
Absolutely.
know what I mean?
Absolutely.
When you want to
Like,
win, you come here. So that's that, and that's from hard work. Like the samurai says, the confidence comes in the preparation.
yeah,
So I know that I am great, and I work hard to, because that's all I've been doing is doing everything at the highest level, respecting my craft, knowing
absolutely.
that you get one shot to make the next shot. So if that one shot don't
Ooh,
look right, your next shot ain't gonna it might not ever happen.
That's a word right
So,
there. You get one
that was
shot
a word.
to
I'm
make
gonna
the
use that
next shot happen.
now. When you hear me using that, don't even say nothing. Don't even say nothing.
hey man, that's in the atmosphere. That's in the atmosphere. That's
Yeah.
for the people, you know what I mean? And I think that's what experience is about. Like when you were just speaking before, Cat, like when I first started, I went on last. I used to I used to go from working 8, 9 hours, drive to Brooklyn to go to a showcase that I'm paying to get on.
Yeah.
And it'd be like 90 people performing.
Yeah.
It's already 10 o'clock. And I'm going on number 70.
Yeah.
And
Like what does an experience like that do for your thought process, when you're trying to make it? And I ask that because we have a particular venue here in Cleveland that honestly operates just like that. So you may have, the headliner performing, and then you got like 25 or 30 acts before that. and you might be number 26.
That's how I be at the showcases. I be hosting. I be like
Yeah.
the last dude that go in. I be in the crowd like, hey, because it might not be
See?
nobody here, but hey, I'm here. I'm the host, and I'm gonna make sure we have fun regardless.
Right. Period.
So
I
you gotta do
love
your
that. I
job. You
love
gotta
that.
have that energy no matter what, because you never know who's watching. I did that, and someone saw me and hired me because they said I like that you had that energy all the way through the show. You didn't
Yeah.
care. You kept it going for everybody no matter what, and you never know. And that's exactly what you're talking about. You gotta make
Absolutely.
this. You gotta make the
No,
shot so you can have it. Okay. I'm
next shot.
gonna think on that one. I'm gonna think on that one. That's what I'm saying. Ooh.
That's an atmosphere. And just to expound on what you said, I had that happen to me personally. I remember I was doing a showcase. It was actually Malik Yoba's show, restaurant, Soul Cafe. That's back in the early 2000s. And Maria Davis was the promoter. Shout out to Maria Davis, still one of the most prominent promoters for independent artists in New York City. She's in Harlem, still doing her showcase. And I didn't sell all my tickets, and I didn't sell all my tickets. So she put me like close to last.
Yeah.
And I had people with me, but I was like, after I seen this one, I got frustrated. I left. I'm like, yeah, there's nobody even here. I'm going home. I'm all the way in Lower Manhattan from Connecticut. So she called me the next day. She's like, why you leave? I was like, well, there was nobody there. She's like, well, first of all, you didn't sell all your tickets like you were supposed to. That's number one. But second, all the A&Rs and the label reps stayed to the end. She was like, sometimes it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality.
Absolutely.
That might have been your shot.
Absolutely.
And because you felt like there wasn't nobody important there, you left. And everyone's important, even if it's one person there. Because that one person could end up becoming a supporter of your music.
That's a good lesson for any. That's a good lesson for any artist out there that is on that grind.
She was the individual that actually got me the Apollo gig, because I auditioned for the Apollo and they picked me. And then she called me out the blue later on and was like, they have one slot left. They want you to sing these 3 songs. You can pick one of those 3 songs. Can you do it? And I picked a song for you, Donny Hathaway, and I ended up winning. So that was the full circle of what she said to me. So yeah, like you said, man, always give your all, no matter if it's one person or 100 million.
No, I think that's dope. You again, kind of going back just to the fact that you've been able to work with so many legends. I know that we talked about Angie Stone in the very beginning. And when you listen to that song, it doesn't sound like just a collaboration. Like it sounds like lineage. What did listen? That's what the song does for you. That's what the song gives you. But then that's
great word.
Like when you listen to Angie Stone and like she's got a song with Raphael Sadiq on his first solo on Instant Vintage. She and Calvin Richardson, and it's like when you listen to it, it's just like, damn, like she sounds so good. Like, and when you listen to the collaboration between the two of you, again, it sounds like lineage. Like, what did she teach you about soul? Be that on and off stage.
First, rest in power to the icon, the Queen, Angie Stone.
Absolutely.
And God bless everybody, all the friends and everybody that will always love and miss her. Her music will live on forever. And I am blessed to be, if I'm not mistaken, the last person to put out a record with her. So that's also an honor. As far as the record, when I first got the track, that was the only person that I wanted on the record. First thing that came to my mind was her. I wrote the first 8 bars in the hook because I knew I wanted the record to be a collaboration. Like you just said, it sounds like lineage. And I wanted a teachable moment as well because I knew who she was. So I did that. I flew to Atlanta. We recorded it together. When she walked in, I had already had the hook in my verses done. It was just playing on repeat, just listening to it. She came in bopping like the homie.
Yeah.
Introduction. Grabbed the legal pad, one of them yellow legal pads in the pen, and started writing. So it was you know what? She taught me just how to use your talent at the highest level. I also learned that I am worthy of being a part of that lineage.
Period. And yeah,
You know what I mean? So it was a redemption and an epiphany all in one, man. And I am very, very, very sad that I never took a picture. I didn't take any video. Like, all only moments I have is in here.
but you know what? That to me, that speaks to, in a weird way, in my mind, it speaks to the kind of person that she was, because like, outside of doing the first interview that I did with her and just talking to her, nothing about her felt like celebrity.
Nah.
And that's just to me. So
Like I
to
said, she
me,
came in like the
her
homie, but
personality
you were
would
dealing with
make you
some
not really feel
royalty
like,
though. You know what I mean?
I don't need a picture of this, because like, she like family, or like,
Right.
that to me, that's really what it felt like. Like, for her to not know me from a hole in the wall and to say, here, this is my number, call me.
Yeah, come on, man.
And then they keep telling me, you didn't call me. You didn't call
Wow.
me. And I'm like, damn, like,
Like, what do I even say back? Like,
I'm like, I guess I should respond. But I'm like, it's crazy, man. But I get it though. And that's really just my take on it. I think a lot of it has to do with her personality, like being in her presence and being able to work with her on something like of that type of legacy building. Like, what do you think that did to elevate your understanding of storytelling through music?
oh man, it was one of those defining moments. And it's crazy because as you're speaking, I just heard her voice in my head when she first went into the booth and she said, "What's up?" That's how the song starts.
Yeah.
And it's just like just her, but because remember, that's Angie B. She was a rapper as well.
Yeah. And she don't, to me, she still does not get enough credit for what she did with the sequence and
With
like
Sequence, yeah,
everything
I
that
think
she
I think the
did
first
prior.
female rap group, like they got
Yeah,
all the accolades that Salt and Pepper acquired as well.
yeah,
But yeah, man. So even that camaraderie, where the rapping and singing, just the way she came in, the comfortability, it was like having a cipher with one of my homies. Yeah, and I
yeah,
think that's why it was such a magical moment. You wasn't thinking about nothing but just making sure that record was what it is, something that will live forever.
yeah, absolutely. I think it's amazing. But then, even moving on from that, like, you have been able to work with the legendary Shaka Khan. Like, kind of talk a
Man,
little bit about that.
man. I
Shaka Khan,
mean,
Shaka Khan.
come on,
Yes.
man. Come on. I mean, need we say more? Yeah.
Right,
just
right,
to
right.
be just to be on the stage with another powerhouse,
Yeah,
iconic queen vocalist, man. That has seen everything and has been a part of so many careers that she can't even. I don't even know if she remembers how many people that she's inspired and touched. And to
right.
hear from her, I got to sing Sam Cooke to her, and she actually joined in harmony and gave the confirmation that this brother bad. Like, what? Those are the references that someone takes with them forever, and it's what allows me to know that I was put here to be a legend, to do
Period.
legendary things, and to be great, man. So it's what better confirmation can you get from a legend right in front of you that's done everything that you're working hard to do, that you're going in the right direction.
Absolutely. I think that she has, obviously an enormous amount of confidence, command, and obviously she owns her own voice, and
Mm.
she knows her value and her power in this industry. What do you feel like she taught you about those, those very things?
Just staying power, still being real. It's like the Clark Kent Superman. You still have the humility and the humanity of a so-called everyday person, but you have fully achieved your superpower. How to ignite it, how to refine it, and how to share it with everybody else.
Yeah,
Because it's a gift. And the gift is to be given to you for you to give to other people. So I think that's what it is. When you see a superstar, when you see an icon, and you can see in them yourself, because you see not only the highest heights, but you see them still having their feet planted solidly on the ground as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. In your time of connecting and performing with any of these icons, do you ever have those moments where you just gotta kind of stop, like, oh, okay, I really do, I really am here, and I really do belong here?
Every time. I
wasn't to think I was crazy slapping my hand.
I mean, okay, so boom. I was blessed as a rapper, and I don't know if you probably don't remember either, but LL Cool J, I was in a session.
Man, listen, man, when I tell you I know all about LL, and when I tell you I had the album of I'm Bad.
The homie, and at that time it was a rap verse. He had heard the rap verse, and he said, "Hard work and dedication." I'll never forget that. Hard work and dedication equals success. Expect it. So it's like you go to a mechanic, you get your car fixed, right? Come back, the car's fixed the way it's supposed to be done. You tell him, he tells you good, you tell him good job, you pay him, whatever. He doesn't like fully celebrate that and go crazy about it because it's his job. He's supposed to do that. So hard work equals dedication. It's expected. I've worked hard my whole life to expect to have the confirmation of greatness from the highest level individuals. But it's still, like you said, it's still, you're awestruck when it happens. Like, wow, this moment in time is actually here. From me, writing songs in my mom's bathroom as a kid,
yeah,
to now is amazing.
Yeah.
And it lets you know that you can do whatever you want on this planet, no matter who you are, where you come from. You just have to be diligent, keep them prayers strong, and stay focused on the goal, man.
And that's the thing that we like people to take away from these conversations, and from these shows that we do. We want people to obviously say those things, and it's absolutely true. You can do whatever you want to do out here. And you are living proof of that, but then you're showing so many other people that, that very thing.
Yeah, man. I mean, like at the end, like I said, man, I they counted me out. I mean, everything you could think of. I had to count myself in.
Period. Period.
And listen, y'all were here talking about LL. See, I'm too. When I was coming up, LL was already sexy by then. He was the. I wasn't. I'm sorry, I wasn't there for that. So.
Yeah, look, you said LL. You took the earphones out. Like y'all didn't want to hear no more.
That's all I know. And I was tuned in like, oh shoot, hold on. I don't know why. I don't know what kind of feelings I got, but that man right there, I don't know.
Like, but they was good though.
Yeah. The mama said knock you out good, but when he came out eating that peach and stuff, I was like, oh shoot, who that?
Yeah, hey man, shout out to L, man. Shout out to L, man. Learn wisdom from the wise. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, and he is still a sex symbol to this day. Like, what do this man? Like, man, he ain't never gonna be without a job. All he gotta go is go on the stage, take that shirt off, and the women, wow.
Stay in power. Stay in power. Like that's an inspiration to me. You know what I mean? No matter what, age ain't got no gauge. You keep moving.
It ain't got no gauge, and you keep going. And then with with your music and the way you look, and you just got the suave, and it just something about it. Like I got a problem. I be dating musicians and stuff. Follow
me on Instagram.
You done let her loose, man. You got.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
I'm being a front row, like.
Hey, yeah, I'm like, her backstage, please.
Yeah, that one right there, baby. I got you right there. So, do you have any funny or crazy moments from shows or with fans or anything?
Man, I remember one show when I was still in the process of cultivating Omar Wilson. I remember I threw
Mhm.
the mic in the crowd by mistake. You know, I was doing one of R&B moves.
Hmm.
I think that might have been one of them moments, and then had to pass the mic back up to the stage.
Pass the mic on
Yeah,
up. See me. Since I thought that was my moment, I was like, "This is my moment." I'll
yeah,
start rapping or something. Oh,
but
that's so
you
funny.
name this happened. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's happened. That's what makes the
Hmm.
moments so unique. It's like, damn, when everything has happened, you can deal with anything.
Right.
Yeah, and it's just, you learn from that. It's like I'll see, I have a lot of friends that are musicians and stuff, so I'll remember, I'm like looking at, I'm like, girl, remember back in the day when you used to be flipping and dipping and doing all that, or like I'll be bringing up stuff and they be like, hey, chill, hey, that was the old me.
Yeah.
So it's part of growth, and people need to know that, because I feel like I'm sometimes a perfectionist, and I be feeling like I just need to be great as soon as I start something.
Mm,
And that's just not reality. Like, you can have the talent, but like you said, it's gonna take hard work. It's gonna take dedication. You gotta learn from your mistakes. The first podcast, oh man, James, that's when we came up with the song Technical Difficulties, because it was just
hey.
all kind of tech problems and all kind of
Yeah.
stuff, but we
Mhm.
grew so much. And I remember that night, the first podcast, I was like, man, maybe I'm a call cousin, like, cuz, man, this ain't for me. I'm just gonna stick to the lakes and the rivers, I'm used to, because this is just I don't know about this. But I learned and I've grown and I've learned so much, and I just really am falling in love with music again. And I feel like you are one of the
Thank you.
artists that is bringing that out in me and really making me connect to new music. And even like I said, it's new to me. I don't care if it came out in whenever, it's new to me, and I appreciate that. So I'm excited to see what you do next. Do you have anything that you're working on right now?
Yeah, a lot of great things. Well, thank you again, and I appreciate you falling back in love with music. And I think, to be
Yes.
honest, not to elaborate on too much, but when they were saying R&B's dead, like, it's almost like they did not want people to fall back in love. They did
They
not want you to
didn't.
feel the goosebumps that we
Mm-mm,
felt. They didn't want to have you
mm-mm,
think about that person all day and long, because you know that they're coming from a place of, and it's everything's unique and you can't stop thinking about them.
mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. So
Listen.
I'm so thankful
Yeah.
that I was on an
Mm-hmm.
independent label that allowed me to do that, and at a time where they were trying to shut all real singers down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a blessing. It's a
Listen.
blessing to now know that we back in a big way. And yes, I have new album coming out
Mm-hmm.
called Iconic. More singles are coming. We're gonna be
Ooh,
shooting the video for
iconic.
Baby I'm Ready real soon.
Mm-hmm.
Looking forward to that. Ladies, get ready. Also the record I have featuring Darnell
Mm-hmm.
Alexander. We're shooting that video. For I'll Give You My All. I got some voiceover work going, brand deals. I'm do some modeling this year. Sky's not the
Ooh,
limit, because
uh-oh.
the sky, because the galaxy is above it. So, and promoters
Mm-hmm.
everywhere you are across this planet, promoters, please book Omar Wilson. I do not want to hear anymore. Well, we don't know, haven't heard of. No, you
Mm-hmm.
know, you heard of me now,
They
and
know
I
who
do
you are.
not want the ladies
Mm-hmm.
to be
Mm-hmm.
without this R&B and soul music no more. So please.
We need it. We need it. I mean, and we can get as political and radical as we want, because yeah, they don't want people to be in love. They don't want people to have communities and families. They want us to be out here acting wild and being acting like fools. So I think that is just a way of what they say, the man, somebody trying to keep us down. But it's like, I feel like people start buying into it until, I will say, during the pandemic, a lot of artists got a lot of shine. A lot of artists that were smaller or lesser known or starting out, or I feel like it reinvigorated, especially having like the different verses with older
Yep.
artists, and people
Yep.
getting recognition for that. Because the crazy thing is, the only people that's selling out tours and concerts and stages is the people that have been there. When I tell you, I went to a Keisha Cole concert this year that knocked my socks off. You see, you feel me? Tisha Cole and A. Marie. And the young girls they was getting acquainted. And I'm like, and they was like, dang, I really like this song. It's different from, the stuff I listen to Summer Walker and That's My Baby Daddy and whatever music. It's really bringing out emotions. It's really making me think. It's really making me feel. It's really making I think that's what it is. And I think people are really thirsty for that. We're hungry for that. So now is the time for the R&B. I really see a resurgence in R&B. So thank you for adding to that.
No, you're welcome. You're welcome. I think at that time when the pandemic happened, what it did is it like the defibrillator, it shocked everybody into feeling again. Because whether you had a whole bunch of money or you had no money, you had to feel a certain way about what was going on. And soul and R&B is all connected to the feeling. So that's what it was like. Wait a minute. Listen to this. Why can't I'm turning my seat? I just lump in my throat right now, from tear in my eye. What's going on?
It was nowhere to run. It was nowhere to run. It was nowhere to go. It was nowhere to go hide your feelings. We had to sit in it. We had to really sit there. Yeah. Wow.
That's right. That's right. So I mean, unfortunately, God bless everybody that was affected by it. You know what I mean? And I will forever pray for them. But it shocked the feeling back into people.
Yeah.
So, and that's when I put out Secret Garden. And then Secret Garden, then it was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute. That's that feeling that we missing. All right, yo. Then it almost started like everybody felt like they got tricked. Like, wait a minute, yo, where's R&B?
That's when it was like, dang, where's Waldo? Where's the real music? And as people was like, well, here it is, bam. And I'm so thankful for that. Like you said, I'm not thankful for the situation we was in, but I'm glad that something beautiful came from it.
Beautiful came from it. They say that's sometimes beauty comes out of chaos, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
True.
I'm gonna keep on throwing little anecdotes out there. We're gonna make t-shirts.
Listen, I'm telling you, I'm writing these down. I'm like, listen, I'm saying, I'll be going to my vision board party with my girls. We do it every year for like to celebrate the new year and stuff. And listen, I'll be putting them down. I'll be putting them sayings, and I'll be sitting there looking like like Rocky before a fight. And I'll be looking at the stuff like, yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And it's great. We just talking about the vision board thing and visualizing your future and back to what I was saying about the confidence, non-arrogant thing. I stepped out on faith. What was it? I was turning 18. There was no YouTube. There was no affirmational quotes. I mean, it was books, but it was in the library. There was no t-shirts where you could be great. And it was a feeling in my heart and a voice in my head that I now know was God that was like, yo, man, if you want to see this, you have to go get it. And it's going to be very, very scary. What you want to do? You want to do what's comfortable, or you want to do what'll make you great?
Because both are going to be hard. That's the thing. That's
both is hard.
If you stay where you're at, it's going to be hard. Or if you work for what you want, it's going to be hard. So which hard do you want?
Correct.
Yeah.
Which hard you want? Which either, like you said, either way you got to deal with it. I mean, it's hard to be on the street. It's hard to be homeless. A lot of people don't want to do that. But
right? No, absolutely.
You gotta work hard to pull yourself up out of it, man. And it's not where you've been; it's where you're going, man. You know what I mean? So that's all I say is keep moving. It's not nothing will ever. No.
Uh-oh.
9 times out of 10, that means he got a call. I'm gonna let y'all know. I've been there before. Somebody got to put that phone on do not disturb, because otherwise they gonna disturb you. We got some people coming in right now.
Yeah.
To friends of the show, James Artisan. What's up?
I'm gonna say shout out James
I'm so glad to have you in. Like, that was such a great interview. We got Bogart in the building. What's up?
Absolutely. I'm super appreciative of BSE recordings and Pop Brief for really working this out and getting him back on the platform. And I know that many of you guys will not remember that that we had a conversation back around 2017, 2018, but that was in UG Digital Magazine. So actually that interview is definitely still running on ugdigital.com.
Yeah.
If you go through the search engine, if you go through the Insight search engine, then you should be able to pull up the interview. So, that is definitely on there, and we got them back in.
I'm back.
We got
welcome
somebody called and
listen. She said it. She said soon as you blanked out, she said, "I would be willing to bet he got a phone call."
Yeah, and you know what?
I've been there.
You know what I realized, and I don't know why I did it. If you let it ring and hang up, it'll go all the way through, and we can keep conversating. If you hit it, it'll hang up the call, but it makes us mute. Well, no, I heard y'all, but y'all couldn't hear me.
I got you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that definitely happened. That's why I be having our technical difficulties. But listen, it's something gonna happen.
I've tried like putting it on airplane mode. I've tried everything. Nothing.
Yeah.
Just don't answer. Well, for StreamYard, if you don't answer the call, like y'all, I don't think y'all could see it or hear it, but I could not. I'm like, oh my God, let me hit this and then.
Yeah, it was just a black screen for us, but it's all good, man. That's the thing that I have come to learn, just with this podcasting phase and us doing virtual. Like, even with me, nobody calls my phone until I go live. Nobody.
So they be like,
I talk to my mother all day long.
Of course.
I talk to my mother all day, and I'll be telling, you
gotta put it on do not disturb. You got to put it on do not disturb.
He'll be right back in.
He'll be right back.
He'll be right back in. But I was telling everybody that our previous interview, it should still be running on ugdigital.com. So you should be able to go through the Insight search engine, and you can pull up that conversation that we had back around 2017, 2018. But this conversation has been really, really good. And again, just reiterating, one of the things that I was saying to him, and his journey, like listening to him in the very beginning and then listening to him now, it's like you hear the growth. And even when you listen to some of the older music, it's like, damn, he was spitting them jewels. Like lately, I don't know if it's just, I don't know if it's because I'm getting older and I be listening to a lot of older stuff now, but it's like, even on the hip hop side, like I've been listening to the Locks. And it's like, sometimes I listen to the lyrics now, and it's like, dang, like, they was really spitting. Oh, shit. Look, I almost had him. Look.
Right, yeah. Look, I don't know what happened.
He was in there.
I seen him, and it disappeared. We're going to let him get it together. I miss when people used to say, don't touch that dial. I miss that.
Oh, snap. So look, they just put in the comments that Omar, he's gonna be doing Cadillac Chronicles in January. I love Cadillac Chronicles. Listen.
There we go.
Man. We getting all the deets while you get that together.
Look, no one now people call me on Facebook Messenger. People know
that's not it's because you got something going on. Like I can talk to my mother all day long. Like I'll talk to my mother all day and I'll be like, hey, I'm doing
like y'all see us having a conversation. Just listen to the conversation. I talk to y'all a little while.
I'm like, I'm doing the podcast, and I go on at 7:00, and at 7:00.
Yeah, I worked hard my whole life for these conversations, man. Please.
Listen, man.
For my life over here.
Yeah.
The cool thing, man, is we absolutely get it. Like to be honest,
we ain't new to this. Okay.
Right, you the only and she pretty. So like, man,
that part too. That part. See what I'm saying?
Y'all can wait.
Listen, I told her when she first came in, I said, listen, we finna get all the accolades and shit now because you on board. Like, they don't really give a shit about me, but when they start looking at you, we gonna be getting all the people on the podcast.
Well, hey man, you got to bring the centerpiece to bring everything else in the view. You know what I'm saying?
James know how I get down. Listen, I be getting in them velvet ropes. So he be like, how you get back there? I be back there kicking it, having technical with people and stuff. Yeah. I be like, I just walked in. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, it's hard being pretty, man. It's hard.
I'm like, they would have shot me if I went through them ropes. But
you would be both. Like, yo, you ain't singing, you can't get in, brother. Only if you're singing.
Only if you're singing, right? You better sing them songs, okay?
one of the last questions that I have for you, when your story is told, how do you want your chapter in soul music history to be written?
Now I'm sitting back, man. I don't know if y'all ever seen the old movie. I mean, I don't know if you see Conan back in the day, the one that Arnold Schwarzenegger was in. It was in the 80s. It was in the 80s.
Yeah, he had
So
that.
at the end of Conan, sitting in the throne, and he's all gray, fireplace. He's just sitting there, like, and you could tell he's just reflecting on how he got to that throne. Yeah. I think with me, I want to be known as the individual that survived every odd thrown at him. That I was not supposed to make it.
Yeah. And when I tell you that's how
even from the beginning, my mom wasn't even supposed to have kids. So from that, they couldn't even believe I was born.
Right.
So I guess it's from the beginning. It's been a struggle, and just to let people know that I never let the opposition beat me mentally, physically, or spiritually. And it was never about trying to be better than nobody. It was being the greatest I could be at me.
Absolutely. That part right there. And it's, it's one of the things that, I say to Kat, and I say to a lot of other people, like, even in terms of competition, like, I don't see the competition. I don't care what nobody else out here in this media space is doing, because we do our thing and let them do their thing.
They can't do it like how we do it.
And y'all do it well.
But we're successful because we're being the best that we can be as us. Like, we ain't trying to be nobody else out here. And I think that's one of the things that has really led your career for all these years. And I was just saying to Kat, and kind of piggybacking off of the question that I was off of one of the questions that I was asking you earlier, just in terms of listening to your music from years ago and then listening to your music now. And I was telling Kat, or I was just saying, over the show, that even, listening to some of the earlier music, it's like, damn, this dude was like really spitting that knowledge. Like he really, really was putting it out there. And I think that I've been in that state just with a lot of artists. Like, I listen to a lot of the Faith Evans, like Faith Evans is like at the top of my list.
Oh,
Mary J. And like, even on the hip hop side, like, I've been listening to a lot of Deluxe with Jadakiss.
Let's stop playing.
And it's like
with Deluxe since they was the war.
But it's like when I listen. But it's like when I go back and listen to a lot of their older stuff now, and like, even when I remember interviewing Chic Luch when they dropped D Block and like all of that stuff. And it's like listening to, so like I've been doing this since 2001, but it's like listening to some of that stuff now and really listening to the wordplay, like at almost 50 now, I'm listening to it like, damn, like
digest it different.
Like, these dudes was spitting, and that was 25 years ago. But
that's where I come from. I come from
I know
behind the project.
I get it.
When 25, 30 dudes rap. Like, I think that aggressiveness spilled into my R&B.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't find anybody to match it up with until I saw David Ruffin or Teddy Pendergrass. And I'm like, yo, these dudes is like dragons of singing. Like, it's a whole Eddie Levert, Gerald Levert. So it's and you're right. Somebody just sent me to my Facebook footage of me performing. It might have been 2001. I had braids. And I'm performing in a white beater with a live band.
Sounds very 2001-ish, just by the description.
Don't do that. Don't do that,
cuz. There was no R&B aesthetics at all.
Bro came out like a
the braids were frizzy, like
had the Jim Jones going on. Okay.
Even so, man.
I'm like, damn, from then to now.
Even that being the case, man, I feel like you were like light years ahead of your time. And, even, when you think about blending the hip hop or blending rap and blending art, with R&B, that sort of thing. Like that's the thing that made a lot of the people like Mary J. and Faith Evans. That's the thing that made them the successes that they were in the beginning.
Yeah, like, the hip hop and R&B thing, man. Just choosing that, like the music that Mary chooses or chooses her, crazy.
Absolutely. But also, to salute you, man. While you were out, because of the technical issue, they were putting some comments here in in the chat room, and you're doing Cadillac Chronicles in January.
Oh man, it's an honor and a blessing and a pleasure. You know what I mean? The pimping and popping with the Cadillac Chronicles crew, man.
When I tell you, first and foremost, damn near the only thing I watch is YouTube. So like when I tell you I'm looking forward to seeing that, like Cadillac Chronicles is like, to me, it's like one of the dopest things out there right now. Like what is that like to know that you're going to be a part of that platform now?
Come on, man. That's in the A too, man. I mean, come on. It don't get no better. I get to eat good and sing.
Man, listen, I wish I could be in the back seat while y'all was rolling. Like, or
at least on the side, like,
something, man, or at least in the car next to them when they pull up to the stoplight.
We might have to arrange that. Like, brother, can we just get a word?
Right.
One second.
No, I think it's mad dope, man. I love to see.
Great way to start the year.
Yeah, I love to see artists like yourself, like really, really getting the love and the respect that they deserve in this industry. Because for a long time, like R&B wasn't getting it, soul music wasn't getting it. Like even now, like you're showing artists how to make it out here independently, and how to do this on your own. We lost him again.
Lost without you.
Listen, he really part of the team because you know how much we be having. I'm surprised he ain't went out.
I know. I'm like, shoot, he taking off because I go down at least once per episode. So I'm just shocked right now.
That's a mad accolade though, to be a part of Cadillac Chronicles. And then
can't wait to see him at the Cadillac Chronicles.
Yo, what is going on with people right now?
I don't know, man, but we ain't tripping, man.
I'm trying to absorb my flowers right now. What's going on?
Listen, man, they still there. It ain't going nowhere, man. We just
Cadillac Chronicles. I mean, think about how many legends sat in that seat. That's number one. Number two, you got to be able to sing to go on that.
Absolutely.
We're not in the studio.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The atmosphere.
Yeah.
You gotta be who you say you are. So you know what I mean?
I done seen some of them episodes recently, man, and it's just been like, damn, like they really getting them. Like they had Black on there, maybe a month or so ago.
Yup. Big Daddy Can thing was on the joint.
Duran Bernard was on there. They've had a lot of people on there now, and I think
it's so cool.
Yeah, I think it's doing really, really.
And the sound quality is impeccable too.
Absolutely.
Shout out to the crew, the sound, whoever doing the sound, they doing their thing.
Absolutely, you can really hear their voice, the tone, like how it's meant to be, and I think that is what kind of makes it unique.
Yeah,
right.
So you'll do that in January. Like, when will that actually air, or do you have any idea?
I'm not sure. I believe it's first week in January. I'm going to do it. I don't know when they're going to air it. Hopefully they'll air it as soon as they edit it and chop it up. But if I'm not mistaken, it's a couple other things that I'm going to be doing in the A while I'm there. So once again, promoters, man, I'm gonna be around, man. Book your boy. You know what I mean? Let's make a week of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, Ron Ledford said, Omar, we need you here in Detroit. And then we also have word of a different performance. It says Valentine's Day performance in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. This is
Florida. Yes. Love to be in the building. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Listen, I was conceived on Valentine's Day, so you might be making some Scorpio babies that night.
I'm feeling you a Valentine? Okay, all right. Scorpios in the house.
That's why I don't know how to act now. That's my name.
I know a little something about you Scorpios.
You done got her buzzing, man. You done got her buzzing, man.
Man, you got me making all them Scorpio, man. They be like, dang, Omar Wilson got me feeling a little sexy tonight. Hold on.
I mean, you know what? I aim to please. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man. And let's see, Ron said Kim just did it too. Yeah, I did see that. Oh man.
Okay, I haven't seen that one yet.
Real voices. Like, you really cannot phone it in. Like, that's why I feel like we really haven't seen any, newer artists or them, them people that, I remember I seen some verses. I was like, I forget what verses it was. A dude said, y'all up there sounded crazy on the mic. Like these new age singers, y'all really have to not only have the voice, but you got to work on it. Like, you can't just be, only think you about to do it and that's it.
Yeah.
No, come on now. Come on now. Sound like you got a bad alternator. Like, I don't like
that. Just running all over the place.
Running all over. Like, it's the runs gotta mean something. You can't just be I be acting like an old school mama. Sit down. Now all them runs. Sit your butt down.
Everybody trying to outrun each other. Like, man, just sing, man.
Like, come on, man. And you know what I also miss? I wish the R&B, y'all need to bring back Nehu. Remember when the artist wasn't a song, and if you ain't heard a good Nehu, I'm telling you, listen, that's what we missing. That's what we missing. These kids,
I got you.
Listen, the next time when I hear that, I'm telling you, James, I'm gonna do a cartwheel. I'm like,
look, with the hand movement and everything, with the hand movement.
Yes. Nehu, you gotta start down here. Nehu, you gotta go up there. You gotta get that Nehu. I'm telling you,
Don't
there's something about that.
I'm gonna work on that as soon as we get off. Yeah. They're gonna bring a little Nehu in this other record,
just one Nehu. That's gonna put that stank on it, put it on there. Stamp it.
But definitely shout out to Cadillac Chronicles, man. I thank them for choosing the kid to be a part of that lineage.
That's just so amazing. Oh man, good luck. I'm sending all good energy your way, because that is just amazing. That's like you are a real singer. You're a vocalist to do something like that. Like, that's totally different. That's so different. It's different between entertainers, singers, and vocalists. Like, there are different things. And if you're really special, you can be all three.
Ooh, trifecta.
I'm telling you. For sure.
Keep talking.
Listen, I love music. I love it. Like, I come from a family of, we went to performing arts schools our whole life. And in performing arts schools, whatever your interest is, you still have to do every other interest just to make sure you're well-rounded. So listen, when I tell you, me and my sisters, we be singing, dancing, painting, writing, modeling. I be doing everything. You should see my resume. I be handing people my resume. They be like, dang, girl, what don't you do? I be like, listen, well, if you need it, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
There you go. That's what I don't do. Lose. I don't lose.
I don't lose.
That's what I don't do. You know what I mean? I'll give you that. That's the only one thing I ain't doing.
I'm saying, you hit with the motivational quotes, man. I'm telling you, I'm still all these quotes and put them on some cat posters and sell them, okay?
Well, it's crazy because I was a school teacher for a minute, and that's how I got my job. I used to speak just inspirational speaking to just kids or just anybody that would listen. And I wanted to go speak to the school, and they offered me a job. You know what I mean? So that's because I believe my journey is everybody's journey.
It is.
Yes. It is.
And me reaching these pinnacles and these next levels, it's going to let the person that's beginning their dream believe that they can make it. It's going to let the person that been in their dream for decades and it might still trying to get there believe. It's because I am everybody, man. You name it, I done been through it. So I always feel like I'm not only celebrating for myself, I'm celebrating for those that believe in me and believe that they could be great as well.
Absolutely. All right, man. Well, listen, man, I think that this has been truly amazing. I appreciate you for coming through with us a second time.
Oh, man.
I'm
epic moment in time.
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to us obviously being able to do this, periodically, when you have some things going on. We appreciate being able to build the relationship with you. And for us, that's what it's all about, is building like solid, genuine relationships with
Right.
artists that we love, and being able to help to promote, the things that you have going on out there, and just promoting life, because at the end of the day, it's not just the product that we care about. Like, we care about you as a person and as a human, and we want to know that you are good too. So all that being said, man, how can people keep up with you? And I know your Instagram is Omar Wilson 1.
Yes, Instagram, Omar Wilson 1. Facebook and X, formerly Twitter, is just Omar Wilson. TikTok, Omar Wilson King, all one word. And then my website, owilson.com. And also, you can just Google my name, and amazing interviews like the one we just had that just have enlightened me pop up, man.
And where can they listen to your music?
Oh, every streaming platform, everywhere you can spend your money, anywhere ears can hear music. My music is. Choose whatever platform you want. They all work for me. You know what I'm saying?
And do you have any final words or any message that you want to give to our fans?
Everyone is born great. You just got to figure out what makes your individual star shine bright. Never, ever give up on who you are.
Ooh. From your mouth to my ears, I hear you. I needed that. I needed that. I'm saying, listen, life, like James said, life been lifing, and when that happens, sometimes you can get down on yourself and you can doubt yourself. And that is the time that you cannot afford to do that. That is the time that you cannot stop. You really have to believe in yourself. And it's important to have other people that believe in you and feed into you. So thank you for feeding into us tonight.
Oh man, trust like that. That's why it's reciprocation. Everything that y'all going through, I done been through it, man. I know. I know exactly how it is. I work hard to put that energy out there, but I don't, man. What they say, if you look like what you've been through, y'all might not even want to interview me. If you do, it's like this. That was Omar Wilson.
Right.
Like, we didn't see the brother the whole interview. Like, you don't want to see him.
This has been mad dope, man. Like, we really, really appreciate these moments, again, where we're able to connect and really just talk about life. Obviously talk about the product, but to talk about, life and how you relate to ours and whatnot, and the things that we go through. And I know that even outside of Kat and myself, it's helping so many people, and like the viewers have been flooding in. So like, it's really, really dope to see that people really care about who you are and what you do and your journey and what you have done for this industry. Like, there's a lot of people out here who are learning, like flat out learning from the things that you're doing, and from the mistakes that you've made, and from the triumphs that you've had too.
Correct. Please do, man. I mean, that's what God put me here to do. Like I said, be an open book. And no matter what, I mean, everybody's tripped and fell. Jordan got cut from his first team. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Kobe wasn't always the greatest. Muhammad Ali, but it's the steps to greatness, man. So if I had to go through the war and through the struggle to see someone else not go through it, then so be it. I was put in to be a warrior anyway. You know what I mean? So thank y'all for the confirmation that everything that I have done and will continue to do is for all of us, man. Always has been. And I was just having a conversation with Big Homie Lou about, I think it's time for me to tell the Omar Wilson story, like to have the documentary done. So when people have an opinion of me, when they see me walking with my head up so high, they know why.
They know why.
They know why. You know what I mean? Yeah. They know why. They know what I've been through to be who I am. You know what I'm saying?
I feel exactly that same way. I think it's definitely past time for you to do that. Even myself, I've been writing a book. So I get it. I get it. It's time to put it out there, man.
Okay, well, I appreciate y'all confirmation, and this is a part of it. So look forward to me, reaching out to y'all, to be a part of that documentary, man. Because
absolutely, man. And I'm actually down in the Atlanta area a lot, so I'll keep an eye out. And as you've got some things going on down there, even if you make it to Detroit, I'm in Cleveland, so
okay. We can always like I said, I keep a jump bag at the door. Y'all Y'all both in the same. That's my job. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Just let me know. Let me know what time it is, and I'll be there.
Absolutely, man.
And you said y'all said it's a venue down there that what venues do you have in your area that you think would be dope for me?
We have a lot of different places,
Yeah.
but we like have even like the House of Blues, and we have all different. It's so many venues. Like we even got like people that be doing shows at the Botanical Gardens and all different types of places. Like, and we still got big arenas. We got big arenas. We got small stages. We got cafes. We got. I mean, you'll run into a place. I'm like, I didn't even know this was a theater. It'd be a whole theater somewhere, and be having all kind of shows.
Yeah.
And then I also hosted an event called Wine and R&B. That is a like showcase type thing, but there's also bigger name performances and things that come through there. So we have a lot of places that have those. So for sure, well, we will get the word out for bookings.
Please, and DM me your information also, just so I got it, both of y'all, on the gram. And please, man, we want to start booking as many shows for 2026 as possible right now.
BSC in the comments, they said they need that information, Cat.
Okay, there you go, Cat. Let's go, Cat.
We're gonna plug you up.
And she's right. There are a lot of venues up here, and people love the up close and personal.
I'll do a 300 seater to a 30,000 seater.
Yeah.
Let's just make sense and make it work.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we was just at the what is it, the music room where Eric Roberson performed.
Oh yeah, Eric Roberson.
That's beautiful too, and that's next to the
and he actually goes there. He's there all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, so people just,
it's called the music box.
The music box. Yes. And it's right on the water. It's beautiful. But there are performances going every day in Cleveland, every single day. Yeah. So there are many stages, many audiences, and people. It's so many talented people. Yeah, people love to go to things, and especially it's snowing out here. It ain't nothing else to do. So as soon as something happens, we be like, "Ooh, somebody performing, let's go." We be buying 20 tickets. Like, come on, grandma, get your ticket ready.
Please. I look forward to y'all being my agents on the ground out there in Cleveland, man.
Listen, man, we are glad to do it.
Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen.
Boots on the ground.
Well, and likewise, man, anything that we can do for you, let us know. We appreciate you coming on the platform. We absolutely will do this again.
Because new album coming, so I'm definitely got a lot more to talk about for 2026, man. New songs and all that. So I look forward to being back with y'all real soon.
Absolutely, man. You have an amazing evening.
Oh man, love and light. Y'all made it can't get no better than this right now. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that, y'all. We both do. Thank you so much, man.
James Cap, appreciate y'all. Love and light. I'll see y'all on the gram.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Blessings.
Amazing. I swear to God, all of our interviews and conversations be really dope. But
the thing is, first of all, we do our research, and that's part of really being journalists and going to school for this. So we not only do our research, but we love doing this, and we love music. Like, we genuinely have a love for this. So it's not we're not phoning it in. I really want to know. Like, I really be wanting to know, because what did they always say? Like, you should never be the smartest person or the most successful person in your circle.
Absolutely.
And we have these people that have reached these pinnacles of success right at our fingertips. So why wouldn't I pick your brain? Why wouldn't I figure out how you did this? Why wouldn't I figure out what type of person you are? How do you spend your time? So that way I can either be inspired, I can figure it out on my own, or for real, like I like to do, I copy it real quick. You said what?
Absolutely.
You said you did what? Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that. Hold on. Let me add that to their repertoire. So I just be so thankful to be in a place that we are, and able to have these conversations that we're able to have, and get that information, and people feel comfortable, open up to us, because we are, after all, a media safe space.
Absolutely.
You should know that.
When I tell you, I just appreciate it in general. Like, I mean, first and foremost, he's an amazing guest. He's an amazing artist. The beauty is that, like you said, we do our research, but then, like, I've been following him all this time, so it's like a lot of stuff I knew already anyway. But it's just
you've only did 1,000 interviews, James. I don't. Who don't you know?
And listen,
you and Ron. Y'all, who don't y'all know? Okay.
And listen, it's funny you say that, because it's funny you say that because I literally have been looking back through like all of the people who I've interviewed like over the years, and it's crazy because after you do so many and you've been doing it for so long, you kind of start forgetting people that you talk to. So it's like I'll in one breath I'll be like, man, I want to interview this person, or I want to talk to this person, and then I start looking back and I'm like, damn,
you're going through them archives.
Like, damn, we talked twice, or we interviewed. It's weird, man, but it's weird. But I've been really, really blessed, in this entertainment media world, and especially being independent. Like, I've been really, really mad blessed and able to talk to a lot of people, and it's just really, really cool. So, like, I was telling you for 2026, we are going for the fucking gusto. Like, period. With who I reached out to today, you already know what it is. So, you already know what it is. I can't hear you.
It muted me. Sorry. You know what season it is. Okay, so
listen, it is that time. Like, we ain't playing. I feel like people have been playing in our faces, and part of me was like, I shouldn't feel like that, but I do. And it's
I mean, the thing is, sometimes you have to appreciate the people that appreciate you and ignore the people that are ignoring you. You got to
You're right.
That's all you can do. So it really ain't even. It ain't no beef. It ain't no bad blood. It ain't no nothing. We're just moving in a different direction, and hey, we might be moving in separate directions. That's all.
Period.
That's it.
So let's hit some topics for about 10 minutes. I'm like, I want to talk about something.
Yes.
I'm gonna start going live. Like, I'm gonna start going live almost every day. On one of the platforms. Just to kind of start, to really get out here and start talking to the viewers and that sort of thing, and building the audience a little bit more.
Right. Yeah. Me as well. I just gotta get I
gotta start
myself
getting
together.
Talking about some of this stuff that's going on out there.
It's so much going on in the media space, but I did want to make an announcement beforehand. I know it's the holiday season and there's going to be a lot of people in town. If you're looking for anything to do while you're in town in the Cleveland area, friends to the show, Charity Ivana, will be performing on December 27th at the Botanical Gardens.
That's dope.
So she was on Fox 8 News doing this whole thing. You know how I forget what they're called, bumpers, is that what it is, where you like they have kind of like segments in between when they're coming on and coming off, and she was on there a whole morning and did a whole like she did a lot of Christmas melody type songs, and then she did a lot of her music songs, and she had her whole band and had the whole jazz Christmassy vibe going. So you guys are not going to want to miss that show. Make sure you can get your tickets. You can go through the Botanical Gardens, or you can search on Eventbrite, and that's Charity Ivana, December 27th at the Botanical Gardens. So don't miss it. I will definitely be there. So let's get into. Shout out to Charity. Listen, and that's who I was thinking of when I was talking about performances, because I was going through my phone and I was watching an old performance she did maybe in like 2015, 16, like very like probably at least 10 years ago. And to see where she is now in that growth, because I was looking at this and I'm like, she was cussing on the mic, and she like stuff she don't even do. Like, she's not even a cusser type person. But it's just, those nerves get to you, or you just fall back on different things. You're not where she is now. And so it's just wonderful to see someone's growth, especially someone that's very close to me. And I look at it as inspiration, because we can only go up from here. So
absolutely. Did you just see me break all these chips trying to eat these damn chips? I'm so hungry, Kat.
Eat them fingers.
I need you to not laugh. I need you to not laugh at me. I'm so hungry, Kat. Listen. I tell you, I've been holding these. I've been holding these chips in my fingertips for like the last hour and a half, because I want to be eating with Omar on it.
Right, go like this. Just smell the salt.
I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry.
I'm good for going like this. That's why my mic be muted. I don't care. Hey.
Listen here.
But I did want to talk about the number one story that is going on right now, which we have constantly, and we were one of the first people that have been covering this story in its entirety. So y'all, let's get into
Diddy Puff.
Diddy
I was gonna say Diddy
watch
Puff.
the diddler.
Yeah, the diddler.
Yeah, as you guys know, or maybe you don't know, 50 Cent released a expose documentary on Netflix all about
Oh my God, it was so
all
good.
about Diddy. And don't please, I'm not through it yet, so don't spoil it all for me. I got a couple more
I ain't gonna
episodes.
say nothing. I do got
But
some comments.
it has social media, the regular media, everybody just has been just going crazy over this, shock and awe, intrigue, disgust. There's been so much going on, and it's been very eye-opening, not only into Diddy and the crimes that were committed, but the culture of what was going on at that time, where people, people in power and abuse and all of these things. So it's just so crazy. It's really crazy, and it's crazy how I would never want to beef with 50 Cent. I'm telling you right now. If I beef with 50, if I beef with 50 Cent, I'm gonna have to pew pew him 10 times, because he survived them nine shots.
Listen.
So and every day 50 Cent proved to us why somebody got him. That he be proving us, because he just don't quit.
Yeah.
He don't quit, and dang. All because, if you guys remember, 50 Cent's child's mother was in a relationship with Diddy for a long time, and she actually is the allegedly she is the Jane Doe that testified against him, and then tried to recant her testimony or whatever, and she wrote a letter of support. Do you remember that for the sentencing?
I do.
So, they have been beefing a long time over that, and it's just crazy. Rod said 50 keeps a mess going. And Rod, I did want to tell you, yes, I am drinking Canada Dry. I love Canada Dry. This is one of my favorite sodas, especially the zero sugar. So listen, we here with the Canada Dry love. But 50 Cent always got some mess going, and he don't play no games. And it's like, when you cross him, it's over with. You're never off his list. His own son's still on the list. Like, dang, you can't forget your son. Can't forgive your son, 50. Dang, that ain't right. But yeah, so what do you think about the documentary coming out, and the public opinion really swaying against Diddy in a way that we did not see during the trial?
I just think that, and again, this is my opinion. This is just opinion. All comments are alleged.
Allegedly.
Yes. Alleged. I'm disappointed with Diddy, and I'm gonna get to that. But as far as the documentary, I thought the documentary was really good. I can see why public opinion is definitely going against Diddy, because when you look at the documentary, we could talk all day about how quote unquote foul it might have been for 50 to come at Diddy like this and with all of that stuff. But when you look at all of the stuff in the documentary, it's to me, it just, if everything there is true, which, I'll be honest, it all is seemingly true.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say alleged, but it all seems true. It just gives you more of an idea and a perspective. And the reality is, what I can say is, I've heard these rumblings the entire time. From the 90s all the way up until now. This shit ain't just start with Cassie. I've been hearing
at all.
Hell, go back to the beef that Mace had when he was trying to get off the Bad Boy with Diddy and all of that stuff.
Right.
And Mace was alluding to stuff at that point. And And
we've been
he ain't the only one who has been. And you've heard the stories. You've heard the stories of other artists who were on Bad Boy and all that kind of stuff.
We've been hearing it, and it's the crazy thing is with celebrities, when it comes to long-term rumors, when it's smoke is fired, and we're in the part of life where all that stuff is coming to light, and it's crazy because they tell you, you know, what's done in the dark will come to the light, but people in power, they did not believe that. And I think it took for the, you know, the Me Too movements and the Harvey Weinsteins and the Bill Cosbys and the R. Kellys to, you know, go down for us to really take somebody that we did not know was outwardly as, you know, because he didn't really show that part. You know, he was charming. He was a businessman. You know, he was hard on his artists, but we respected him.
Yeah.
Had we would have known, you know, it was at the level that it was, I mean, we just were shocked. And the crazy thing is, what people have to know about court is a lot of the stuff that we saw in the documentary could not be used in sorry, in the court of law.
Yeah.
Court of law is facts, what you can prove. How did you get this evidence? Where did this come by? Who is this testimony for? And if they have testimony, they have to come testify on the stand that this is actually what happened. This is what, you know, this is, I was here at this time. Like, there's a lot of evidence that 50 was privy to that they could not show in trial. So I'm actually happy that he did that, because like I said, even when Diddy got sentenced, there were so many people that, why is he in jail? He really didn't do nothing. And they wanted to be there. And Cassie was a freak and this and that and the third. Even when he got the time, people were still, oh, he don't deserve that. It wasn't that bad, just based off of the court, which they could not give us all the information. They could only give us what they could prove. So 50 said, F that. I got this right here. And I'm in the court of public opinion. And I really appreciate that. Now may have came from a messy messenger. Yes, for sure. Absolutely. But I'm glad that it happened, because if we could take down somebody like Diddy, maybe some of the people that are violating, you know, smaller, or maybe in our lives, you know, people that are being abused, this would make them feel like, well, dang, if they could take down Diddy, maybe I can, you know, take down my abuser, or maybe I can get out of these situations, or I don't have to be trapped by this person. So I think that definitely helped in the court of public opinion, especially for our community.
Yeah. It sucks though. You know, when you think of obviously all the magic that he created with all these different artists, and it sucks. It sucks really, really bad.
It sucks, but it's very telling to why the artists he had only lasted, say they'll do an album, or they'll do 2 albums, or they'll fall out with him and they'll never work again, or they'll never work with him again. And it's just like, I wondered what would be so bad, or what would be, you know, this or that. And it's just like, wow, this is really systematically tearing down all these talented people. Where could they have been if they weren't under this scrutiny, or, you know, being abused by him? You know, it's just, it's crazy. It's very tragic.
Yeah. And I'm just looking to see what else comes out, because I think it's more. I think it's a lot more.
It's definitely going to be more. And I think this, especially since 50 did it, and this was not the first documentary. I think they did one on Hulu, but they have all the tea that 50's had. So now that it's kind of almost safe, like it's almost like, okay, somebody did it. I think this is just the beginning. I think more people are going to come out. I think people are not afraid anymore. And I think there's way more victims than what we even know.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it definitely is. Yeah, I'm just looking to see what else comes
crazy. Ron said, I love that fruit splash. Try the new Sprite Zero Chill too. I like that too.
Wait, I had that. I like that.
Yeah, it's good, but I really like the cranberry, but I feel like they didn't disappear after Thanksgiving. Like, come on, man, y'all been doing it all year. Now it's all the cranberries.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Pass the cranberries. But yeah, we're gonna keep you guys posted on Diddy Watch, and we'll let you guys know what else is going on. But I did want to touch on one more topic. What is going on with your girl Tamar?
That's funny you say. It's funny you talked about her, because I was just gonna say she was just on Sherry Shepherd.
Yes, looking crazy.
Sounded like a
drowned cat. There has been so many allegations against Tamar. We touched on this maybe a few weeks ago about how she had that mystery accident, and there were allegations of maybe substance abuse, maybe alcohol abuse, regular abuse. Like there was so much going on because like she had said she had passed out and she woke up and all her teeth was knocked out, and Funky Dineva was there, and Mendices was there, and everybody's trying to figure out what the heck the story was. And then they was fighting online, and nobody was really saying what's going on. Well, now they got Funky Dineva coming out saying that, oh, she was messing with Mendices, and he left, and Mendices must have.
I don't trust.
You can't trust Dineva. You can't trust Dineva. And also, I don't know if you saw, but he ended up coming out saying he got diagnosed with cancer. I want to say pancreatic, or was it
I didn't know that.
Prostate. I want to say.
She sure is, Charmaine. I'm looking at the comments. Charmaine said Tamar is exhausted.
Yeah, Charmaine. Tamar's never been shot. Hey, Charmaine, girl, bestie.
Very much.
Tamar's never been her favorite, but yeah, she's super exhausting.
I'm so over her.
And she just did another performance too, and she was sounding like a cat, and she just kept doing this. When people start looking with them eyes, I be like,
Sherry.
To me. No, everybody said that. People was posting that. It was like, Tamar, this ain't your best performance, but she's been doing a couple of them. She had a show, like a concert, and people were asking for their money back. Like she was not doing well. I think she is one of those people that I think she struggles. I think she struggled with something, and we don't know exactly what that something is.
Like her vocals, I feel like maybe she's trying too hard to prove that she could hit the really, really high notes or whatever, and the high notes just are not.
Yeah, and she's going very low into Tony's register. Tony can hit those naturally. Tony don't have to sound like she's going like this. Like Tony just has to, it comes naturally. Tamar's, I can see the vocal gymnastics that she's trying to do. And that's when it becomes messy. We were used to you being effortlessly and having that voice. She's trying to force it. But, they do say, and I mean, this is all alleged, but they say that, when you dip in substances or whatever, that it affects your voice.
What did Ray J say about Diddy?
What did Ray J say about Diddy? Did you hear what Ray J said about Diddy? No, I didn't. Ron, tell us. I'm gonna have to look that up. No, Ray J, that's a whole nother story.
I don't know if I heard or not, because listen, once they get too messy, I unfollow.
You don't be on.
I unfollow real quick. So I don't follow Tamar anymore, and I don't follow Ray J
kept
anymore.
Up with Ray J.
So I know Ray J was just on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, he was, and the girl he was with, they done already broke up, and they beefing, and they telling everybody that the other one was on substances allegedly. So I don't know, and he got arrested on Thanksgiving for putting a pew pew to his baby mama's head. So he's just up crazy. But the one thing I will say is, him and Brandy are back on speaking terms, and it took for all them antics him to do. I think that her and Sonya was like, all right, come on, he doing too dang on much. Let's go wrangle him in again, because he was going off the deep end, and he's streaming. Like there was one time where he was streaming for like 24 hours straight. Like he's really, he just doing a lot right now. And I actually love Ray J, so I don't know. Ron, we gonna when I get off this show.
Do you think he did that post? Brandy
absolutely. Yes.
About,
yes, he did. Yes, he did that. Yes, he did that. Yes,
he did that.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, it did. And that's why when he
I was gonna watch that too, Ron. Darren Fleet was just on he just did a podcast.
I just saw that. I did.
Oh, I can't think of the name of it. And I actually followed the podcast because they got a
I just saw that. Watch video on Ray J Diddy stuff. I hollered. Yes, I'm gonna see, because Darren, like us, he be having all the tea.
Right.
So for sure. He said he hollered. Yeah, so I'm gonna look at that right when I get off of here. But Charmaine, yes, her Tamar's antics overshadow her talent for sure. And I
Absolutely.
think that's with a lot of these Ray J and Tamar, they're the younger siblings. They come from a music family, and there's a lot of pressure, especially when you have an older sibling that is the star, that is the success. I mean, that'd be sounding like my life. Like, it can be a lot of pressure for people. And I think right now they're just imploding. If you don't have safeguards, if you're not a strong person, this industry can really swallow you up and spit you out. And I think that's what
Absolutely.
we're kind of seeing with both of them. They're really just crashing out every other day. It's just another story about both of those people.
Yeah. Let me see. Well, yeah. Well, all right, cuz.
Yeah. That was the hot topics for today, y'all. And we will be back with some more topics next week.
Yeah,
So definitely drop your comments down below if there's something you want us to cover or something you want us to take a look at so we can talk about it.
I
We'll
did see
definitely
that.
be talking more.
I
Ray J said, did he pop this?
On that note, y'all. Listen.
Ron coming through with the tea.
And that's where we go close out, y'all. We're gonna close out there. We're gonna close out there tonight.
Pop the balloon challenge. Pop.
But, listen, I just want to
stay on. Somebody else got an interview coming up real soon, about 10 minutes.
I'm gonna do a quick little closer, but I just want to say I appreciate everybody. Like, people was in the comments today. People was like, numbers was jumping. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all the hearts that's on there and just all the different comments. Ron, thank you so much. Lou, thank you so much. BSC Recordings, thank you so much. Tonight's conversation just reminds us that soul music is not just sound. It is inheritance. Omar Wilson stands in a sacred space between the legends who have paved the way and the futures that is still being written. By honoring voices like Angie Stone and Shaka Khan, he isn't just carrying the torch, he's making sure that it never dims. This is what it means to truly transcend the culture. So we appreciate you guys for tuning in. We will absolutely be back next Wednesday. We are getting back in our bag. It's time.
Yes.
2026 is coming. We got a whole lot of stuff happening. Listen, we got a new issue of UG Digital Magazine coming in January. It's going to be bigger and better than ever. And we have an amazing artist who's going to be on the cover, which I will announce in the coming days once we get the cover completed. There's a whole lot of stuff happening. Culture Crave is coming. UG Digital Radio has been doing very well. However, we are going to be changing platforms. And beginning in 2006, you will now hear our podcast over the air on the station. So, and live when we actually do it. So it's actually going to be really cool. Whole lot of stuff coming. Whole lot of changes happening. Life has been lifing, but in a good way. So we are grateful. We appreciate you guys. Again, thank you to all the people in the comments. Once again, Ron, thank you so much. Thank you, Charmaine. Ready Red. All the people who were in the comments. It was a lot of people tonight, and we really, truly are appreciative and grateful. Make sure that you guys follow me on Instagram at I am James Grant and Authentically James. You can follow the network at UGD Podcast Radio. That is on all platforms. So UGD Podcast Radio on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, and on Twitch. So you guys can get us on all of those. We'll have some more stuff coming up for you guys. And Kat, you want to throw something in there?
Follow me at Cat Queen, all platforms.
There you go. We appreciate you guys once again. Let me see, where my stuff at? I'm supposed to have my stuff together. Let me get my life right. One of these days, it might not be today, but we're going to get it right one of these days. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Y'all have an amazing night. And make sure that y'all tune in. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to be going live on UGD Live. We'll talk some more. Got an amazing artist joining me tonight, James J.C. Warren, gospel sensation. James J.C. Warren is going to be joining us tonight on UGD Live. So make sure that you guys are back on here in about 10 minutes. We will be live, and I will see you guys then. Kat, I love you. Thank you so much. I just love it when we get on here and we go live. So I appreciate you.
Love you too.
And once again, thank you to Omar Wilson for coming onto the platform. Family,
absolutely.
Right, and we will be having him back on here again. we have our guests for next week, but I just need to make one more confirmation. So, and then I'll get everything posted for that. But I will keep you guys posted. We love y'all. Y'all have an amazing evening.
Don't touch that dial.
Oh, wait a minute. You say what?
I told you I'm going to bring that back.
Why she keep doing this?